Hi everybody and welcome back. Phil Nagy on Sports. This is going to be our post-game decompression. For those of you who asked about the opportunity to talk about the Browns game after it happened, we're going to talk about the Browns game right now. So Kit's logging on right now. He's still on the West Coast. And in the background, we're just going to let the Washington football team play the Cardinals, which is the game for this weekend. Will give us a little bit of a peek at Washington. And so again, we're going to watch it. We're just going to be simming the Cardinals and Washington in the background, so we can kind of get a quick look at the I almost said Redskins, at the Washington football team. But really, we're not watching. We're just chatting. Keith, great day indeed. It was a great game, especially from the offense. I think it definitely was what we all had expected when they hired Kevin Stefanski. I think Kit and I would both agree that was kind of exactly what we were hoping for from a Stefanski offense. Pound with the run, move the pocket on some boots, play action pass, take some shots, high percentage throws, prosper. So yeah, welcome in, Phil Nagy on Sports. This is our post-game chat. Please use the chat feature. Again, we're just simming this upcoming weekend's Washington-Arizona game just for fun. Keith, under 30 throws, I agree. I think that was key. Their balance was very, very good. And you gotta love that drive at the end of the game. Gotta love that drive at the end of the game when they know you have to run, you know you have to run, and they can't do anything to stop it. That was awesome. That's exactly what you want to see, in my opinion. So again, welcome. This is our post-game decompress. Again, we're just streaming something in the background, a preview of the Cardinals and there's Hopkins. He did have a big week last week. The Washington football team. Hi Karen, welcome. Go Browns. A win's a win. Yeah, I think we can definitely get into the defense here. We'll give a few more minutes and see if any of the other regulars hop on. If not, we'll just chat with the four of us. I'm fine with that. But yeah, I think we definitely need to talk about the defense. And I think we need to talk a little bit about Joe Burrow. I think he showed himself to be a real player. And the Burrow-Baker matchup could be fun for the next decade here in the AFC North Division. Yeah, I agree, Karen. I won't speak for Kit, but we've talked about it enough that maybe I will end up speaking for Kit, that when we start to get Claiborne, Vernon, Mac Wilson, Jacob Phillips, Greedy Williams, Kevin Johnson, when those guys come back, we'll have a different conversation, I think, about the defense. But you got dudes playing in the two deep that have no business being on an NFL starting field. Oh, touchdown pass from Kyler to DeAndre Hopkins there. There's just an awful lot of holes to try to fill, in my opinion. Yep, that's a good point too, Kit. This defense was never built to be lights out and shut down. That's why we signed all those guys to one-year contracts. But yeah, I feel like I've seen enough of Sendejo and Tavierre Thomas playing back there. They might be great special teams players, but I'm ready for Ronnie Harrison to take over for Sendejo. Hopefully the 10 days off will be good to him when he gets back into the playbook. Yeah, We're with you, Keith. We're all on the same page, I think. But again, can't say enough of how excited I was. You could see what the scheme was. You could see exactly what they wanted to do with it. It was creative yet predictable, and the Bengals could do nothing to stop it. For sure, yeah. He was a 5-star high school recruit. Went to USC and kind of fizzled because USC's program is down a little bit. But yeah, as a couple of people talked about on Twitter today, I saw he did more in one game than Chad Thomas did in 2 years. He balled out for sure, and he only played because Claiborne got hurt after Claiborne had balled out for a quarter. That defensive line is definitely the strength of that defense right now. Welcome, Jack. Yeah, Ward did play super well. I think they said, what, AJ Green was targeted like 12 times and had 3 catches. So we got beat on the touchdown. Like one other play, he's been very solid. I'm with you, Jack. That's right, yeah, I do keep forgetting that Weaver's on the team as well. Welcome, View. Just chatting about the game. Just have the Washington-Arizona game from this coming weekend up so we can kind of get our first look at Washington. But we're pretty much just chatting. I'm not even watching the game as much as I'm watching the chat. You're right, Karen. It was a great running a game. Go Browns. Welcome, Sean. We're just chatting about the game. Per the request of you, the people, to do a little post-game chat. That's right, the decompression for him, but I'm glad I didn't have to type in decompression into the title of the video. But it was a good game. Can we talk about Cody Parkey making all of his kicks? Yeah, I'm with you, View. If he had an offensive line and wasn't running for his life the whole time, and if he doesn't end up getting himself shell-shocked or killed this year, he's going to be a player for sure. That's right, key to the game. Parkey for president. Hey, there's a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, go Bucks. Yep, he did play well, and the kid's got lots of heart for sure. Just feel bad. I mean, what did they say? He was pressured like 19 times or so, or 30 times. I don't know, something ridiculous. Could be the new. I don't know, Carson Palmer, Big Ben. I'm trying to think of the last AFC North quarterback rivalry. Flacco and Big Ben or something. Those don't even feel like really good rivalries to me. No, for sure, Keith. But I will say that our offensive line has looked so good. Yeah, can we, whatever Bill Callahan is getting paid, we need to double it, because he has done more for our offensive line in 2 games than 2 decades worth of offensive line coaches have. When Chris Hubbard gives up 0 pressures, you know that they were good at getting coached up. Yeah, I'm with you, View. Again, it's unfair and it feels like an excuse, but it's like they had 6 weeks, new coaches, new schemes, new playbook, new roster. Of course they needed a game to try it. And they just happened to play a really talented team who jumped on them early, so they couldn't do what they were supposed to do because you blinked and you were down 31-6. So I hate to say it was a mulligan game or that was our preseason game, but it was, and that's why I wasn't really panicking, because you saw the glimpses of it. Still, what, 8 or 9 penalties last night? Probably need to clean that up. And yes, Karen is right. 5 for 5 on 4th downs is, especially the ones where it was spread it out. He sits back there for a minute and then he just ran through the gap, was a little disheartening. Yeah, you're right, Keith. We're not trying to look too far ahead, but what turned out, what looked like it could have been a daunting schedule early on. I think 2-2, 3-1 is very possible here for the first quarter of the season. That would be awesome, especially after they looked in week 1. Welcome, Kishan. Welcome to our post-game chat about the Browns' big victory last night, while also previewing in some capacity the Redskins, which are playing on your screen in front of you. But we're mostly just staring at the chat right now. Sean wants 3-2 after. Who's their week 5 opponent, Sean? I've only looked 2 weeks out. I know they go Washington and then Dallas. But I don't remember who their week 5. Colts. Ooh, yeah. I was very surprised that the Colts lost to the Min Stash. Personally, I didn't watch any of the game. I couldn't tell if it was, you know, somebody's fault in particular. But yeah, should be one of us too. Rivers is old. And playing that way. Yeah, no, you're right. Absolutely. And we talked about it a little bit during the sim about when we were sort of decompressing about the Ravens game, that we're going to find out about Stefanski as a coach right now. You know, from how do you flush that performance and get your team back into it? And man, he did that. It was funny. I don't know if anybody watched his presser from after the game last night. He said some uncliche coach things, which I thought was kind of funny. It was like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a marathon. And he was like, it's not a marathon, 16 sprints. So you run and you work your tail off, and then you forget about it, and you get ready to go work your tail off again. And I enjoyed it. Keith, I have no idea. I think what happened, honestly, if you go back and look at, Chubb got they saw it was going to be a screen, but he was kind of in the middle of some people, and Chubb essentially got tackled. And there was truly no receiver to throw to, so I don't know why he didn't just flick it out of bounds, but yes, that one was just a brain fart for sure. Yeah, he did. I was to say, Sean, he got tackled. There was nobody to throw the screen to because Chubb got tackled, and they missed it. I know. I was ready for Abercrombie too. We did. Both texted each other Abercrombie right after he caught his first pass, though. Kit, the real MVP, listening to Jim Donovan's broadcast from an airplane while he flew last night. And I would text him pictures of the scoring, or I would text him videos of the scoring plays.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
That's a good point, Jack. Sometimes these really, really smart guys, these really, really smart coaches aren't necessarily, you know, they're not football guys, they're not players coach, you know, they can't motivate or whatever. They're just nerds with their numbers and calculators or whatever. But yeah, he certainly seems like he's got a pretty good pulse.
Haskins pass complete to Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, Sheldon was crazy good last night.
Haskins pass complete to Steven Sims.
Did they ever say what happened to Claiborne? Kit, did they ever say, you said Segura said he went to the locker room. I didn't hear anything about it on the actual broadcast. I really hope so too. They said Mac Wilson was back in practice today, which it's hard for me to believe that they actually practiced today. Something about his hip. Okay. Oh, Haskins picked. That's going to go a house call. Jordan Hicks. He was one of the free agent linebackers I wanted. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate that. Phil-isms. You said, sit down, Mr. Burrow. That's incredible. I appreciate that. Freddie Kitchens still winless with the Giants. Yeah, honestly, I think if the NFL was wanting to do the right thing, they should have had all of the first-year coaches play against each other. They could have, because I think that first week they were all. I mean, all of the first-year coaches lost, with the exception of Ron Rivera. And as we've spoken about, it had more to do with their defensive line and the Eagles' injuries than Ron Rivera. Plus, he's not a first-year head coach. But if we had played the Giants, who didn't look super great, even the Cowboys didn't look super great with Mike McCarthy. Carolina scored a lot of points, but ultimately lost the game. So, anyway, it's over with. We'll get another chance to play Baltimore. Yeah, I don't know, Kit. Do you want to break down that? Have you seen highlights of that play? Did he just lose him? Do you think he just lost the backside safety on the pick? Thought he had a wide open play. It's certainly what it looked like, that he just never saw him on the pick, but it was... I wasn't concerned that he threw the pick. I was like, why are we taking shots right now? Just keep running the football. That was what I was more concerned about at the time. Cornerback laid off and then crossed the route, yeah. Oh, that's right, it was a corner, not a safety. He absolutely baited him. Baker is baitable in that capacity. I would agree with that. I didn't hear, Karen, I usually don't try to give Colin Cowherd any publicity, any press, but that doesn't surprise me. He's been a Baker hater for a long time.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Sounds like a view. Sounds like she means Cowherd.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, Kishan, if you watch the tape, the Ravens guys were super grabby. Oh gosh, the 1-2 punch of Chubb and Hunt is pretty unstoppable. We need to come up with a nickname. He was, man, his first touchdown run or whatever, I don't know, whatever the one he ran from like 12 yards out or 15 yards out or whatever, he was just destroying people. It was awesome to see. We need a nickname for that backfield. I know this crew can come up with a good nickname. I'm going to put this question in all caps. Yeah, I hope so, Sean. I certainly hope that Greedy and KJ. And I want to see more MJ Stewart. And I want to see more Ronnie Harrison. And less Tavierre Thomas and Sendejo. Yep. Yeah, Cowherd's just kind of a Baker hater in general. Yeah, I saw it was one of the Browns beat reporters talked about the things that went well, and they nicknamed the backfield Chunt. Chubb and Hunt Chunt, which I am not a fan of. The Wrecking Ball is a pretty good one, but I am not a fan of Chunt. I think I even replied back to this person like, can we kind of like connect or hub before we go with Chunt, please? Anyway, we'll think about it. The NagyOnSports crew will think about it. We got the Tang Bangers and the Demolition Dogs out of it. Smash and stab. That's violent. Which one's who? Which one's which? Is Kareem Hunt the stabber? Is that what his domestic situation was? He didn't stab his girlfriend or something, did he? The Super Smash Brothers. I like that one. That one I like better than Smash and Stab. Chub Hunt. Yeah, I was trying to remember what I do like Super Smash Brothers. That works pretty well. Dagger to the heart. These are so good. See, you guys are so good at this game. Ooh, smash and slash. Ooh. I like that one, Jack. From the top rope, smash and slash. Yes, 100% agree, Sean. Yeah, where's Red Wine? Get Sendejo out of there. Yeah, you're right. Red Wine should know the playbook. Get him in there. You did. You did help. You started it off with smash. Smash and slash. Okay, we're going to live with it. We'll try it on for size. If only we could get our sim Browns to run as effectively as the real Browns. That would be fun.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
View. Cracking me up.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, he is. Oh, he was a machine last night. Gosh. They ran some cool running concept plays, too. There was one where he, like, fakes it to the slashing fullback across the front of Baker and then turns around and gives it to him, and then Janovich became, like, the lead blocker and a pulling guard. Like, I was like, whoa, that was pretty cool. Me too, Jack. That's all I want in the world. For Njoku to do the Chief Slam after a touchdown. Yeah, not only will he knock you over, View, and destroy your soul with his truck stick abilities, he is lightning quick with the jump cut, too. He's the complete package, man. And he looks even stronger this year than he was last year somehow. I mean, dude, there was no way that a single person was taking him down unless they just cut his legs and tripped him. But Kishin must have traded for Malik Hooker. Who we trading, Malik? I mean, who we trading, Kishin? Oh my gosh, yeah, Teller's been incredible. That's what I said. We were talking about it a little earlier, Sean. I don't know if you were on yet, that Bill Callahan is the MVP of the Browns so far. If you can make Chris Hubbard give up 0 sacks, you deserve it. And Wyatt Teller back-to-back PFF elite performances. People are saying that they figured out a way, because he's always had like the brute strength, but now he's got the technique to back up and go along with his brute strength, and like, sheesh, just nuts. Yeah, I'm with you, Jack. I'm definitely with you. I know, we thought it would. I mean, heck, we drafted Wyatt Davis in our sim because of how bad, quote-unquote, bad that Wyatt Teller was. I thought Forbes had a I thought he had like a family member with cancer or something, View. I don't know if it was him wussing out, was it? Oh, another pick that's going to go the distance. Oh no, he's going to get tackled. Yes, Kishin, Abercrombie looked good. Njoku's got to be kicking himself that he got hurt. Oh, he was in a high-risk category. I was going to say that's what it is. I'm pretty sure he didn't wuss out. I think he had like an actual... no, he did opt out, View. You're right. He opted out, but I think it wasn't just, man, I don't want to play football. I think it was like, if I get it, I can die because of this, and this, or whatever. Yeah, he threw some really good balls yesterday. For sure. Again, I think with the exception of the grounding penalty and then the forced pick, which you just didn't see the guy, you could say Baker played essentially a perfect game except for 2 plays.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
No, you're fine, View. Because I know some people, like the running back from the Chiefs, Damian Williams, he opted out because his mom has cancer, and so it was like he wanted to take care of his mom. So that's why I thought that there was something like that with Forbes. There was a medical reason. It wasn't just, I'm going to take the 350K to sit this one out. But if you were a guy on the fringe of the roster, why wouldn't you opt out and take the 350K? That's what I would have done. I'll try for the Browns and then opt out and get my 350K from the league. You're right, Sean. Tactician. Yeah, and gosh, if Teller cements that right guard spot, all of a sudden what we thought was their biggest draft need at right guard, or one of their top draft needs, now all of a sudden you can go after more defensive playmakers. Wills looks like a stud on the left side. He's been great even with his bum shin yesterday. Again, Hubbard, Conklin. The offensive line has been very good. You got Nick Harris as the center of the future. Yeah. Yeah. It all starts up front for sure. That's right, Karen. You willed it into him. Njoku had played. He played really well in the first week. And then you're right, he's a little bit of Mr. Glass. Him and Vernon, too. Vernon can't ever seem to stay healthy. You're absolutely right. Similar guys on that line, and Bill Callahan just turns them into geniuses. I did, Kishin. I'd never seen it. Kid had seen it before, but I'd never seen it. I thought it was pretty funny. Yep, you're right, Sean. You're exactly right. They can go out and get themselves a dominant, game-changing linebacker. Oh, speaking of, Chandler Jones, another sack. Yeah, and actually, Jack, with the exception of that one little drive last night, I thought their play calling in the red zone so far this year was really creative. Even in the Ravens game, their touchdown was a really creative play where Njoku was wide open. The one to Hunt yesterday where he was super wide open. The run from Hunt, I thought they did a nice job, except once they were on the 1-inch line, and that one quick out to Landry or whoever it was over there was not my first choice. I don't know, Sean. I don't remember what the injury was to Vernon. I just was surprised to see him on the inactive list. But I do like, and again in his presser today, he was like, I like 7s more than 3s, so we went for 7. And he's got trust in his defense. And that time they did hell. That was a sweet strip sack by Miles. Somewhere somebody's going hashtag analytics. 7s are better than 3s. It was funny, I don't know how many other people were watching the see, everybody wants Clay Matthews, and he's not the kind of linebacker that we need. He's like a rush the passer linebacker, and we're pretty decent at rushing the passer right now. I'd look at Todd Davis, the guy that got cut from the Broncos. I'd look at Darren Lee from Ohio State. He's athletic. I don't know if like Wesley Woodyard is still out there or what. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine Clay Matthews dropping back in coverage to cover CJ Uzama on that touchdown? Yeah, Dylan Moses. I don't know if he was a pro, but I mean, he was a first-round pick, I think. View. I'm gonna yell at my puppy. Hold on. I mean, obviously, I have Darren Lee. I have Darren Lee love, for sure, because he's a Buckeye. But I think he's just an athletic guy. But yeah, Dylan Moses is going to be a stud, potentially. Luke would come. I'm not sure if Luke comes out of retirement for Joe Woods. I'm not sure they have that kind of relationship. Woodyard. Okay, so Woodyard is the perfect one for the scheme. So we'll see. I mean, obviously, Andrew Berry must trust that Mac Wilson's coming back soon, Jacob Phillips is coming back soon, and that with those two guys, all of a sudden Goodson isn't the most important cover linebacker anymore. Taki isn't the most important cover linebacker anymore. And then you're able to play a little bit more of your base defense. But yes, the defense definitely needs some work. Marvin Wilson, Florida State, right? Is that right, Sean? Florida State D-tackle. I don't know, after yesterday, maybe you do try to extend Sheldon. He was explosive yesterday. Yeah, I thought Taki actually looked better in the Ravens game than he did last night. He missed some tackles and some different things. He does fly to the ball quickly, though. All right, we've already made it to the fourth quarter. I guess this was only 6-minute quarters of this game. Our initial scouting of the Redskins is that they may not be great on offense. Another pick by Haskins. And remember, next year too, Sean, I mean, you're essentially getting another top pick because Delpit will come back and hopefully be healthy, so that's going to feel like an extra top round pick to plug right into the back of your defense. Man, look at Kyler Murray's day, 22 of 20, or 21 of 22, 2 of 4. Right, and I mean, they need to replace those like tomorrow. They got to get Ronnie Harrison up to speed, or Red Wine, and they got to get MJ Stewart in there more. They got to get Kevin Johnson back. They got to get Greedy back.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I'm with you, Jack. Sheldon's been he was a monster yesterday. Yep, that was a huge one.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard.
That's very true, View. I hadn't thought about that. He is just a very good athlete, full of energy, and probably didn't get the best defensive coaching at BYU. Yes, some insurance for Cadillac Carl. Yeah, he flashed a little bit. He had some hard hits, but I'm waiting for him to really blow somebody up. So that's it. The Cardinals dispatch the Washington football team very aggressively. 100 yards passing for Dwayne Haskins ain't going to get her done. Yeah. Tarver seems like a pretty decent coach. Yeah, no, you're right, View. That's a very good point. Oh, no!